Hello everyone, welcome to my channel SW Metro official channel.
Sister wives. Kody Brown's former spouse recently made serious accusations against his actual intentions. The sister wives, it's time to discuss Janelle's problems with her ex. In 1993, Janelle and Kody Brown are spiritually married, and Janelle became the second wife in their polygamous household. Because Janelle's mother was married to Kody's father, they were step-siblings prior to marriage, which made their connection particularly complicated. They managed the difficulties of multiple marriage, which Janelle initially welcomed despite her monogamous upbringing, and produced 6 children together. Kody favored Robin Brown, his fourth wife, and his tense ties with their kids became more strained. Kody's desire for patriarchal authority ran counter to Janelle's pragmatic outlook. After Kody's third wife, Christine Brown, left the plural family in 2021, things between Janelle and Kody deteriorated. Janelle and Kody announced their separation in December 2022, with Janelle pointing to their financial disagreements and Kody's neglect of their kids as the main causes. The Sister Wives Season 19 star prefers to think of herself as just single and does not consider herself divorced because their union was never lawful. Although they were momentarily brought together in mourning by the untimely death of their son, Garrison Brown, in March 2024, Janelle is adamant about her independence and has stated that she has no intention of ever getting married again. To keep Robin safe, Janelle accused Kody of being a villain. Janelle recently opened up about the dissolution of her marriage in the Sister Wives Season 19 tell-all special. She had expressed her belief that Kody tended to be a villain to keep Robin safe. She claimed that he acted more cruelly than he had ever done in order to divert everyone's attention from Robin. Janelle basically said that Kody gave his life to keep his favorite wife safe. Declaring it to be merely her theory, she called it the gospel according to Janelle. Does Janelle have a friendship with Robin and Kody? Janelle didn't hesitate when asked if she could ever be friends with Robin and Kody. Although she may be quite amicable with Kody, the Sister Wives Season 19 actress has stated that she has no interest in having a relationship of any type with either of her former family members. As if that weren't obvious enough, Janelle continued, "I just don't like M." The entire Brown family has not been cut off by Janelle. As a result of their common experiences as former sister wives, Janelle and Christine have become closer since splitting from Kody. Through numerous visits and public appearances together, as well as mutual support during their separations, their friendship grew stronger. Christine appreciates Janelle's practical approach, while Janelle respects Christine's independence. Despite living far apart, Janelle and Christine have relied on one another for emotional support as they celebrate their newfound independence and the difficulties of co-parenting. What is Kody's current relationship with his other ex-wives? After his first wife, Mary Brown, left him in 2022, Kody is doing well with her. It was disclosed during Sister Wives Season 19 that he frequently calls Mary his favorite ex-wife, which annoyed his 2 ex-wives, Janelle and Christine. Janelle said that she felt the name minimized her own relationship with Kody. Christine dismissed it as Kody's attempt to rewrite history, and she is now happily wedded to David Woolley. After Sister Wives Season 19, Kody's relationships with Janelle and Christine are still tense, but his connection with Mary is doing well. Janelle Brown was no stranger to the Brown family before she entered into a spiritual marriage with Kody in 1993. In fact, she had been married to Mary's brother and had become Kody's stepsister by marriage when her mother married Kody's father. These unique, tangled roots made Janelle's eventual partnership with Kody even more complex. Despite coming from a monogamous background, Janelle embraced polygamy for its spiritual and communal benefits. In the early years, she played the role of the practical wife. Janelle prioritized work and structure, often stepping into the role of provider while leaving much of the childrearing to Christine, Kody's third wife. This arrangement worked, for a while. But cracks began to show as Kody's attention shifted dramatically toward his fourth and legal wife, Robin Brown. The favoritism that tore the family apart. Janelle has always been measured in how she expressed her concerns. Unlike Christine, who boldly declared she was done with Kody, Janelle tried to make things work longer than most expected. But behind the calm exterior was a woman who was growing more and more frustrated, not just by the neglect of her needs, but by Kody's blatant favoritism toward Robin. Kody's dynamic with Robin didn't just ruffle feathers, it disrupted the entire balance of the family. As Kody invested more of his time and energy into his monogamous relationship with Robin, his emotional and physical presence with Janelle and their children faded. According to Janelle, he became more authoritarian, less affectionate, and increasingly disconnected. The favoritism wasn't subtle. Robin's children received more of Kody's attention, while Janelle's sons, especially Garrison and Gabriel, felt pushed aside. Janelle stood by them fiercely, clashing with Kody over his lack of involvement and emotional distance. By the time season 17 aired, the rift had widened into a chasm. Janelle's theory: Kody became the villain to protect Robin. The real bombshell came during the Sister Wives season 19 tell-all. Janelle, calm yet clearly hurt, revealed what she believes is Kody's underlying motive behind much of his behavior, especially his treatment of her and the other ex-wives. She claimed that Kody leaned into being a villain in order to protect Robin. According to Janelle, Kody intentionally positioned himself as the bad guy in the family drama so Robin wouldn't become the target. "He's always protecting her," she said. "Even if it means looking like the bad guy himself." She admitted it was just her theory, referring to it as the gospel according to Janelle, but it was clear she meant every word. This wasn't just a passing comment. It was a calculated and scathing analysis of how Kody's behavior evolved. By acting out, by yelling, by being harsh or dismissive with his older children and other wives, Janelle believes Kody drew all criticism onto himself, deflecting blame from Robin. This shielding theory paints Kody as manipulative and strategic, someone willing to self-sabotage his image just to ensure Robin remained insulated from the consequences of their collapsing family dynamic. To Janelle, this wasn't love, it was dysfunction disguised as devotion. Kody's declining relationships with his kids. Perhaps the most heartbreaking aspect of Janelle's accusations lies in the fractured bonds between Kody and his children. Over time, his relationships with his older sons, especially those shared with Janelle, have nearly disintegrated. Garrison and Gabriel, in particular, felt alienated by their father's increasing detachment and favoritism. Janelle often stood up to Kody when he demanded loyalty or obedience from their adult children. She didn't just act as a buffer, she became their protector, often at great emotional cost. When their son Garrison tragically passed away in March 2024, the grief was unimaginable. Kody and Janelle briefly reunited in mourning, but even their shared sorrow couldn't rebuild what was lost. Janelle emerged from that trauma more determined than ever to stand on her own 2 feet. Where Janelle stands now, independent and unapologetic. In interviews since the separation, Janelle has made her stance perfectly clear: she has no interest in reconciling with Kody or being friends with Robin. In the tell-all, when asked if she could ever see herself being friends with them again, she didn't hesitate: "I just don't like em." Her honesty was shocking in its simplicity. There was no sugarcoating, no diplomatic middle ground. Janelle was done. Since her separation from Kody in December 2022, Janelle has focused on rebuilding her life and healing. She's moved on from the plural marriage lifestyle entirely. She doesn't consider herself divorced because there was never a legal marriage, only a spiritual one, but she embraces her singleness with pride. She stated she's not interested in ever being married again. Her new ventures, including health and wellness projects, suggest a woman determined to thrive on her own terms. She's also found deep camaraderie with Christine Brown, another ex-wife of Kody's who has publicly declared she's never been happier since her split and subsequent remarriage to David Woolley. The sisterhood that survived, Christine and Janelle's strong bond. What's perhaps most inspiring is the friendship that has blossomed between Janelle and Christine. Though they always maintained a cordial relationship while married to Kody, their post-marriage bond has evolved into something genuinely heartfelt. The two former sister wives frequently appear together on social media, travel together, and have even launched business ventures. Their shared experience of leaving Kody, co-parenting, and rediscovering personal freedom has solidified their connection. Together, they represent a powerful image of resilience and sisterhood that extends far beyond polygamy. Both have spoken openly about their journeys of rediscovery and the importance of self-worth, especially after spending decades in a marriage that often left them feeling secondary or overlooked. Where do the other relationships stand? While Janelle and Christine have moved on emotionally and physically from Kody, the relationship between Kody and his first wife, Meri, remains oddly cordial. Despite years of emotional neglect and public disdain, Meri continues to maintain occasional contact with Kody, even attending family events. Kody has even referred to Meri as his favorite ex-wife, a comment that did not sit well with Janelle or Christine. Janelle found it demeaning, while Christine dismissed it as another one of Kody's attempts to spin the narrative in his favor. Robyn, on the other hand, remains the only wife still in a marriage with Kody, though it appears even that relationship has been strained under the weight of public backlash and internal family tension. Conclusion: Janelle's truth can't be ignored. Janelle Brown's accusations against Kody are more than just emotional outbursts, they are a window into a man who many believe allowed his desire for control and monogamy to destroy the family he once built. Her theory that Kody intentionally became the villain to protect Robyn is as compelling as it is disturbing. If true, it means that much of the family's chaos was not accidental, it was orchestrated. The sister-wives story has never been simple. But with each season, more truths are coming to light, and Kody's version of events is being increasingly challenged by the women who once stood by his side. Janelle's voice matters. It carries the weight of experience, pain, and, most importantly, clarity. She no longer needs Kody, or his approval. And perhaps that, more than anything, is what finally set her free. A sister-wife star amazes fans by losing a significant amount of weight and glowing up. There is no denying that the sister-wives experienced a significant transformation following their breakup with Kody. Finally, the original three women had time to take care of their physical and emotional health. Soon after Christine began her weight loss quest, Janelle and Meri did the same. The spouses are putting their needs first and are in the best physical condition of their life right now. Meri and Janelle are not far behind Christine, who shed a significant amount of weight. In addition, the women are taking care of themselves and following their passions. But another member of the Brown family also saw a significant transformation. Recently, fans were pleasantly delighted by this leading lady's amazing makeover, which has taken center stage. Who do you think it is? Continue reading to learn the specifics. Sister wives, Christine genuinely sued Kody. The relationship between Christine and Kody was never smooth. According to the firmer, she frequently felt like a basement wife. She was in charge of raising their youngest child, Truly, after they broke up in 2021 because Kody wouldn't share duties. Christine requested equitable assistance for Truly, who was still a minor despite having 6 children. She filed a paternity claim and a child support action in Utah after Kody failed to provide child support. She also requested a household injunction to prevent him from taking her on unusual outings or disparaging her in front of Truly. Now that she has full custody, Christine is still taking care of and protecting her daughter. Sister wives, this member of the Brown family had a huge makeover. Christine Brown just posted a new carousel of Instagram pictures, demonstrating her newfound passion for all things fitness. Because she was spending time with her family and showcasing all the enjoyable moments, the post was extremely meaningful. Although her fans were taken aback by her dramatic change over the years, she did not take center stage. Even her husband, David, had shed a lot of weight alongside her. But it was her daughter Truly who really shocked us all. Christine Brown posted a number of pictures from her trip to the Big Rock Candy Mountain in the carousel. "I had no idea the Big Rock Candy Mountain was a real place," she wrote as the caption for the photo. And went on to say that she believed it to be merely a location from songs and her imagination. But going there in real time was a lot of fun. She said that she made a lot of wonderful memories on the short adventurous hike there with her husband, David, and daughter, Truly. The post was well received by all, but many people emphasized how much her daughter Truly had changed over time. Only a few years ago, she was a young child, but today she appears to be an adult. It was a welcome surprise for the fans to see Truly again after her previous on-screen appearance 2 years prior. "This post is really about Truly's glow up," a fan wrote in a comment. "I love how Truly has blossomed with you and David," said another. Seeing Truly content and radiant with her parents was wonderful. She is now a young woman, and admirers have pointed out how much she resembles Christine when she was at her best.